Welcome back. Today we bring back Mutanus once again. Mutanus is a hero that honestly I've been working a ton on, trying to improve that win rate. We have really done well with Mutanus as of late. Mutanus, a hero that has a lot of versatility for your leveling curve. If you choose to, or say for example, get tokens early, or choose to level to 3 aggressively. The more I've played Mutanus, the more I've realized that consolidating your board down into 2 or 3 minions is a remarkably consistent way to play the hero. Now obviously you don't go out and avoid buying minions, but leveling aggressively and using your hero power aggressively, like every single turn, is very strong. Leveling to 3 as early as turn 4, leveling to 4 quickly afterwards, even if you only have 2 or 3 decent sized minions, it's a very good way to recover, because what you can do is effectively have 3-4 minions by the time you level up to 4, and then just triple buy on that 4-star board. Very quickly recovering all the stats that you're missing in those places, and keeping a ton of stats on those first few minions. Alright. It's been working really well. That's why I keep showing this kind of stuff. It's so good. I burnt myself a little bit. God, nobody said life would be this difficult. Haven't seen this hero much. What do comps look like at the end light for it? It varies heavily game to game, but usually you try to hit a bunch of divine shields. It sounds like a kind of a cop-out answer, right? But you want a bunch of divine shields. You want to be able to play as many stats as you possibly can in the early game. Level aggressively, because the leveling curve for this hero is way different than others. If you get early tokens, you want to level on turn 4 pretty much every time. The whole idea of the hero power on the surface is, instead of selling a minion each turn, you get to consume it to take the stats and throw it at a random minion on your board and still get the gold back. So there's a really interesting trade-off of economy versus consolidating stats on the board. And if you can put like Sorrelisk and Wrathweaver or whatever on early boards and make really big minions, and then just... Whoa. You want to level? I might go to 3. Like, going to 3-on-3 with a token start is so strong. Because I didn't have to sell off my minion, right? I'm just gonna go to 3. We have a ghost in the lobby. And now we buy 1 minion on... or buy 2 minions on 2 boards for Mutanus. Like, compare this hero power to Naz's hero power. You think about Naz and go, okay, he can go to 3-on-3, he can consistently find 3-star boards. We do exactly the same thing, and we consolidate stats on the board and keep the stats that we started the game with. Turns out that's pretty damn good. Dude, what is going on with this Janus? Staying on 1 in a ghost lobby and buying micro mummies and a homunculus. Bruh. Alright, these suck. They suck, but they aren't necessarily bad enough that I would consider not buying them. Like, I need to buy 1 of them, right? Alright, so if I devour the Merkai, we get more stats than devouring the Scout. Because it's going to reduce the stats on the Merkai, but we can keep a pair around. I don't think I give a shit. I'm just going to consume this again here soon. If we get a decent board here, then we may not consume next turn. But the whole idea of the hero is to take advantage of those kind of stats. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do that when available. Guff is a house in the early game. Yeah, it's a full tempo Janus. I don't know what's going on there. That's an odd one. Are we going the 4 this turn? I think we're going the 4 this turn. We got the Ghost. We can level up. Like, we're on... Here's your context for how good of a... or how adaptable this hero is. We're on Tavern 4 on turn 5 with a 10-11 minion on the board. The only way the vast majority of heroes go to 4 on turn 5 is going to 3 on turn 3, then buying 2 minions, then leveling on the next turn and rolling. Is your average 3-star board, the 2 minions you buy from it, better than a 10-11? No. Way above average. Weak lobby, though. Yeah, being able to sell and get stats and consolidate stats onto things that are permanent, very solid. This is free stats. The only question is, do you consume something this turn? I'd say that's a no-brainer. The answer is yes. And then we just pick up the mech and throw it at the board. Interesting. Tripled into a 5 on turn 6 from that start. He's so efficient. Yeah, I mean, he's just a... There are very few heroes in the game that are better at keeping stats on the board. So instead of buy, sell, double buying this turn, we buy, consume to keep the stats of the third minion, and then buy the second minion, then we buy the third minion. So it's 2-3 extra stats this turn. You can think of it as like a better, more adaptable Kael'thas. And Kael'thas isn't unplayable by any means. I mean, I'm not excited to play Kael'thas, don't get me wrong. I'm also not going to lose any sleep over it. That was perfect. Like, actually perfect. Why not 4-3 Pirate for more stats? Because I like to put a mech on the board. It gives us a minion that we probably keep around for a while. That is a... we're going to call it permanent. Like, pretty much permanent. If this thing gets stats to land on it, we can always module it. We don't plan on consuming this. We plan on consuming something else in this turn. Champion is good in general. Selfless is good in general. I think I'm going to roll, though, and buy 2 from the next board. Highest stats. We can do a 4-5 buff or a 5-5 buff here. Spread across 3 things. This is okay too, but I think I'd rather have higher base stats. And then we put another premium minion on the board. We try to get any extra stats, we consume again next turn, etc, etc, etc. You could also go to 5 if we lose the round and we get another ghost. Yo, look at this high roller. What a guy. Okay, just go to the right, one of those 3. We consider it tolerable. That was really good. Go left. Oh my god, we scammed him. Woo! Yo, Grospy, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Bofur's Gophers. Go for Bofur. Just get lucky. Not that consequential of a round, to be honest, but still good. About right. Muhahaha. Deflector's really good. We're basically just converting everything on a board to mechs, and we're just gonna consume this next turn to bounce it to something else. Ideally, we find a module or something. It's pretty good this round too, because we assume Saurfang is just a bunch of little divine shields with big attack. You already know it's going to spit on hero? It happens. Sometimes you have to consume Selfless Hero. You can't get overly attached to any minion on this hero. Be great if it lands on a mech. One of those 5 out of 6. But if it spits on the Selfless, then the next turn we gotta consume the Selfless. I don't know about you, but I expect them to be stronger. Yo, stop killing all of my damn resets. What are you doing? Snipers. Cool. That was a good one. I'm a lot closer than I wanted it to be, but you know, it's still good. Still good. We still get there. Still ghost in the lobby too, unfortunately. Slowing this game down a lot. Monk ass. Taking a 5? Should be very little reason to take a 6. Kangors is even more resets. Why skip the 3-3? It's a good question. Might as well pick it up and roll. It's definitely worth the risk of not finding something on the board and then just selling like a Harvest Golem or something. Yeah, it's definitely worth doing. Kangors versus Sneeds is the question. Sneeds is a better baseline minion, but we don't have beasts in, so like Sneeds scam comp is pretty shitty. I just want to roll for... That's a good one. I want to roll for good things. I don't care about this reset as much as I care about just getting Harvest Golem to kill something. It's just not that useful here. We have like a million things we need to hit. I'm seeing worse hits. Once again, seeing worse hits. Once again, I've seen worse hits. You love this scam. You honestly just love to see it. Our combat RNG is really good today. Gotta acknowledge when it goes your way, right? No. Oh. Yep. Hey, that's a better one. We're gonna taunt up this and 1. Which one's it gonna be? Security rover? Little security rover? He's showing demons, so maybe little security rover? I mean, I want the Harbinger. That's the whole point of this. We have double security rover, one of them being gigantic with a Harbinger on the board. It's a million stats. But we definitely freeze for the Leaper. Even if all we do next turn is play Leaper and buy one big minion to consume and put the stats on the board. 6/6 pretty big, right? Do we want to buy the Herald? It's not like we're getting huge value off of our hero power this game. It just kind of led to a conversion into this board and made one big minion. And we're at 31 health. Like, you just got to be happy being stable like that. Combat skill, that's right. Ever move Selfless first? Nah, I don't think we need to. I want him to kill off a couple things. The only real downside is if you re-shield the fucking Deflectobot. Like, shielding these guys is not really that good. That sucks too. Too bad he has nothing in terms of stats on the board. But he did spend a decade on Tavern 1, so like... Not sure exactly what the game plan was here. There's also risk of catastrophic failure around Cleave, which is not likely though, because it's impossible. So maybe I should have. This can shield this, which sucks, but I don't want to shield a 1/1. I don't want to shield a 3/6. Right? I would rather shield this 8/8 if it dies. Let this die too, and have a higher likelihood of shielding these guys as better hits. So it's just no Selfless hero. We bought the 6/6 because it's way bigger than the average minion you see on a 4-star board. I'm just gonna go all in on Taunt Comp, right? Not on Junkbot. Junkbot could be big, but this is 1, 2, 3, at least 3 taunts. Maybe closer to 5 by the end is our average. So it represents a 5/5 that buffs the board 10/10. 20/20, what am I saying? So this would have to be bigger than a 25/25 on average. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 10-ish mechs dying before it dies. 8 on average, which is just a 16/16 buff. Gotta watch out for... Oh, Cleave isn't a thing again. Never mind. Never watch out for Cleave. Should have rolled. I don't care about Acolyte. I should have rolled, though. That's what happens when you talk to chat the whole time. Focus, Bofur. You're trying to get rank 1. And yet you sit here and talk and make mistakes. Hazard. These Harbingers did not get their value. Oh. Get my tea away from my keyboard. Last thing I want to do, spill, man. No spills. Any 6s we want. Eliza, Foe Reaper. At the very least, we just take stats, right? And then consume it. Imp Mama seems pretty damn good. Is it better than Baron? Probably. The only thing you're getting is more of this shit. How you hit the bug? Welcome to the chat room. No idea. I don't know what bug you're talking about. I guess it's popping up occasionally. Hero power hit Deflecto. Yeah, we got 6/6 on Deflecto. It's pretty cool. it's net 2 gold to take a 6/6 buff, we're gonna do that. Even if it lands on like anything on this board, we're happy with a 6/6. Kangors would be a bit annoying, but that's it. I got a Lamar pet the damn dog and an any healer pet the damn dogs saved up over here. I see you guys. Just give me a minute. When we have a break in the action, we will pet some dogs. More security rovers. Oh, that sucks. Still, enough to kill him. I think your answer is Google, Nash. Google.com. It has answers to these questions. How do I insert question here? I know I tried. Oh, well, I guess Google doesn't fix every problem. So 9/7's decent to consume. Outside of that, I think that's probably the play. And then we cycle through. Like, this is not doing much at all in this kind of board. We just want to put as many taunts as we can. We want to put as many relevant stats as we can on the board. And we probably just play a Spore. Just probably play a Spore. This is the guy that we eventually are going to die to, because there's really no way that we can compete at the ultra late game with that early of a high roll. Let's pet a damn dog. Or two. But who knows? Maybe he's shallow dragons. It's possible. He had the golden spawn or golden selfless hero into Baron as upscaling. So he's gonna be a house. Those are good dogs. Google's a very small company. Yeah, tiny. Interesting. He didn't really high roll. That's a good hit too. It's the better of the two hits. Tolerable. Tolerable. As long as our security rover misses the far left unit, I think we're fine. Alright, now we just gotta beat him multiple more times. Just do it like 12 more times. No big deal. Bruh. A 1,000 damage. 810. It's a big number. Ghost got him. Would have liked to do better damage last turn. Be a big deal. Alright, this ghoul is happening, which means that the Spore either needs buffed or removed from the board. Okay, well, I'm gonna sell it. Selfless Hero is okay. It's probably... it's gonna be hard to use. Oh boy, 10 health. So we're leading with Deflecto because we know that he wants to have his selfless go off here. We need to hit the selfless first, then ghoul. Fuck off, dude. Fuck off, dude. Bruh. At the end of the day, though, those shields were terrible for him, so that's something. Love the number of modules we rolled? Yeah, so many. We get them every time. That was probably a good hit, actually. Let's go right. Right was wrong, actually. Right, wrong. 4, 12. That number equals 14. Oh. Son of a bitch. Yo, X Cream JC, thank you for the 3 months, dude. Amazing. Did we find any form of scaling that entire game? Wow. Almost like tempo heroes win games, and we don't give them enough credit. Like, we quite literally taunt comped our way to a first there. We Cthulhu'd our way to a first.